Hey guys, I know it's been a while. Today I actually want to go ahead and do a review on the Fenty Beauty foundation, and it is the Wonder Brow One Step Brow Gel. So basically how this brow gel works is I've tried it probably a couple times already and I actually really like it. This will not come off. Like, you could literally go to a fucking water park and it will not budge. Like, it's that good. So I repurchased it for Black Friday. I think they have like a 25% off at Ulta. So I did get mine at Ulta. I went straight to their store to see if they were doing any type of sale, but it turns out they weren't. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'll just go ahead and try Ulta. And I searched up the name and it came out. So they have it at Ulta online. I am trying the Baby Skin by Maybelline. So it's just this primer right here. And I am, for the first time, oh my god, you guys seriously don't know how much I've been wanting this damn concealer. Like, it's been a while. I've been wanting the Shape Tape for such a while now, but I don't know why I didn't buy it. I just wouldn't. Like, I'll add it to my cart and I would never check out. I would see it all the time on everybody's reviews and YouTube videos and stuff. So I was like, oh my god, like, everybody's raving about it. Like, there was so much raving about this damn concealer that I'm like, okay, I want to go ahead and see what the fuzz is all about. So I'm gonna be trying the Shape Tape concealer, and I got it in light medium honey. I have no clue if it's even gonna fit my actual skin tone yet, because all these things I did order online. So I'm gonna see how that actually works out for me, and I hope it lives up to its expectation, or how much everybody's been raving about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my brows first. I wanna go ahead and use the Wonder Brow gel. You open it and it's just like this. And it just comes with a regular spoolie, and that's it. Here's another little paper. I am gonna use a angled brush, and this is a Dose of Colors winged liner brush, but it has a spoolie at the end as well. So spoolie, and then the wing liner tip. Basically, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is brush my little hairs up. So this product does dry pretty fast, so I always do recommend to work at a bit of a faster pace. I wouldn't recommend to leave the tube open. Like I said, it does dry quick, and you wouldn't want the whole product to actually dry. So now that you have your brows brushed upward, what you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and take out some product. So take out some product and just put it on your hand and work from there. So with your angled brush, you're gonna grab some product. And I personally like to start off from the bottom, so brushing upward and starting off from the bottom. And go filling it out a little bit. Remember, this product, a little bit goes a long way, so this is how much I have on my hand. And that's gonna be enough for, I think, both brows. And remember, like I said, also you want to go ahead and work faster with this product before it dries up, because you kind of manipulate the way you want to put it while it's still wet. Once it's dry, it's kind of like it doesn't want to budge anywhere. And I also like to give it like a couple seconds to dry up before I fully brush through my brow. As you can see, I gave it my shape and I filled it in. Now all I'm going to do is grab the spoolie side and simply brush it out. And it gives you more of like that natural kind of like brushed out brow. And what I like is that since it leaves your little brow hairs a bit thicker, I like to brush it out and give it that like bushy effect. Or at least that's what I've kind of been digging lately more. So another technique that I have been loving for cleaning my brows and as well priming is I've been loving the MAC Select Cover Up, and I just go ahead and clean with this, and I go ahead and basically just like fill in the rest of my lid space after I cleaned up, and I set it and I start off with my shadow. Just gonna go ahead and use my hand again, just like a pea size, not too big, because this concealer goes a long way as well. First, for cleaning up my brows. So I am going to use maybe perhaps a little bit more for the lid, but we'll go from here first. Instead of normally brushing it off and like kind of diffusing it like I would normally do, I just go ahead and fill in even more. I just go ahead and apply even more, since I'm going to bring it down regardless for my lid. So to shade in the rest of my lid, I go ahead and grab a Sigma Concealer F75. And just with another pea size of the Select Cover Up by MAC, I grab a little and I start filling it in. So I go ahead and pat it everywhere just so I can make sure I get a good even layer and make sure that concealer literally covers up everything, any discoloration on my lid. I try to bring it as high as I can. I've been MIA for a while now, I know. And it's not even so much that I've been MIA, it's just editing takes so long that I was like so behind in editing like my Europe vlog. And then after that, like once I finished finally doing that, I left for Seattle. And then I've been back for like probably a month now and I still can't get my part 2 up. Or I'll probably be up by the time I upload this one, but it's just such a hassle to edit. It's so time consuming. It's fun, like don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's just so time consuming. Like all that whole texture is like hella contra indio, and I'm like so dumb for that. Like, so now that I've applied my base, I'm gonna go ahead and set it, and for that I will be going in with a bit of, and I will be using a shader brush, and this is a Bdellium Tool 777 brush. And since I don't like to let anything go to waste, I will be using my semi-empty La Mercier container. I pour a little bit on it since there's nothing to pour. Like I don't like to pour into like just an empty platter because I feel like everything goes to waste. And I'll slightly begin to pat it in. So for the eyes, I won't be doing anything too fancy snancy. I'm just going to go ahead and grab my Jaclyn Hill Morphe's palette with a Morphe's M441, which is one of my favorite Morphe brushes. Mine is hella beat up, so that's actually a good thing that it's beat up because that means I've been using a lot. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this color right here. And with my M441 brush, put it all over my crease as a transition color. So I want to do something just very light. I am actually gonna go get some Christmas tree decorations. So I don't want to look like I'm fucking about to go to the club and shit. They're gonna be like, "Mira, esta se perdió." Just like I be saying when I see girls like hella arregladas. And I'm just like in sweatpants and I'm like at Target and I'm like, ¿y esta pa dónde va? I hope you guys have been liking my vlogs. It is kind of like intimidating sometimes to vlog or like be vlogging and just having people stare at you. So I hope you guys do kind of appreciate my vlogs, or if you guys want to leave me some feedback, whether it's positive or negative, I accept either or. I just want to see what I could do to better my vlogs and my channel as well. So I'm just applying this color all over my crease in windshield wiper motion and making sure I blend upward to have that color all blended out. We're gonna go ahead and move into something a bit cutesy. So let's go ahead and hit it with some pink. So these colors are all very neutral. I like all of them. I'm gonna go ahead and mix these two right here on the top. So I'll go ahead and grab these two and simply apply them with my finger. So just getting a mixture of both and applying it all over my lid. I feel like you get sometimes the best pigment out of your finger rather than going in with like a synthetic brush. And even if you wet it, I know sometimes you'll get more of that metallic-y look. Sometimes it's just easier. And then I go back in with that Morphe M441 brush, grab a little bit of product, tap it out, and simply blend it out and make sure there's no harsh lines on the crease. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the third step, which is applying the darker brown. So I don't wanna go ahead and use liner for this look. I feel like it's gonna be too harsh. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the darkest brown I see, which is this one right here, with an angled brush. All I'm gonna do is do my liner on my lash line like as if it was just gel liner. And I'm not making sure I'm too precise on this because I want it to look kind of like a smoked out effect of the liner. So I'm kind of just making sure I get that pigment rather than have it like a straight line. I'm just gonna go in with a little e.l.f. I have no clue. This one has no name. It's just a little brush like this. And I'm gonna grab again that same brown. And this time I'm gonna really focus on just blending it out. So as you see, I've blended it out. It looks kind of natural. So now I'm moving on to my primer, which is the Baby Skin by Maybelline. I just kind of want to see if it's a good primer. It is a drugstore primer, so whenever I find something that's... the cap just fell. Whenever I find something that's drugstore and that I end up really loving, it's the best because seriously, who wants to spend freaking 50 bucks for a primer? Not me. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. Oh, it's clear. And it does say, instant pore eraser instantly blurs the looks of pores without clogging them. Anyways, so it says that it erases the pores, which, let's be honest, who doesn't want to erase their pores? Like, seriously, they're the worst. So it is very soft. So you guys, I am reviewing this foundation, but I don't have the actual bottles yet because I want to make sure I love a foundation before I go and spend all this money on it and not like it. So I stopped by my local Sephora and I went ahead and got samples. This one is the Fenty 200. And this one is the 210. So the reason for why I stopped by and got the samples first is because I did hear that they do oxidize. And so basically if the foundation oxidizes, that means it will change from its original color of application. So I want to go ahead and I liked the 200 when the guy at Sephora applied it on me. So I'm going to go ahead and give that one a try first and make sure that I really do like it before I go off and purchase it. And I want to see also if it's the hype, you know, like if it's worth the hype. I have heard so much hype about this foundation, so I want to make sure that it does live up to its standards. So we're going to go ahead and shake it a little bit. All right. So they do give you a very good, generous amount of foundation. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab with that same Sigma brush and start applying it. And I'll be going and blending this out with my beauty blender. Okay. So right off the bat, it did cover, and I put a little bit, I didn't over apply it, but it did cover a generous amount of my rosacea, because right now I have a bit of rosacea going on, but it did cover it. So I did go a little heavier handed on this side. And also, since it is daytime, I want to make sure that it looks really good with my skin during the daytime as well as nighttime. I will be checking if it does have backflash, like as in when you check pictures and you get that like white cast even though it looks like it's matching you. Some foundations tend to do that, so I want to go ahead and make sure this one doesn't. It does smell good. It doesn't have like one of those obnoxious smells like that's like unbearable. This one actually is pretty decent. It looks like skin on me. I do notice that a little bit does go a long way. I barely dipped my brush in and I still have like the whole little container left of foundation. Okay, so now, okay. Oh. So next I will be applying my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is my first time using it, guys. So this, I've never tried it on me. I've never even swatched it. So I'm kind of excited because I've heard so much hype on this, as well as the foundation, but I've heard a shit ton of hype on this. So let's go and see. Oh shit, this is big. This is a big applicator. Okay, I'll work with that then. It has like a soapy scent. You know, like when you're throwing bubbles, like it's not the best of scents, but it's not the worst either. Oh shit, this is a lot. Oh, it's thick. Oh, it's really thick. Alright. This is, one, it's very thick. Two, the applicator is huge. And I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out with my beauty blender as well. So the color wasn't too white for me. At least that's what I think right now. Okay, so you do have to work a bit faster. I'm seeing that it is drying. I don't know if it's only on me. It's actually not creasing as bad as I thought it would. Because normally when when concealers are a bit thicker, they normally crease on me really badly. But this one's actually being really good. Like, so it definitely is full coverage, which I love. As of right now, I seriously have no complaints. I love the formula of it. It's very thick, but it's not like thick up to a point where it's like literally creasing on me, like, because I have some foundations that literally crease on me, and it's within the first second I have to like blend it out and set it at that same second because it'll seriously be like such a creasy mess. It's like not even cute. So to set it, I will be using my handy dandy RMCA, but I do have it in my La Mercier little container, and I'm gonna be using that same beauty blender to go ahead and set that. So I have to do this like ugly ass face. To make sure I like really go in there and set everything. And I like to set my whole face. So I'm just doing everything how I normally would with any other foundation. So to bronze a little, I will be using my Dose of Colors powder blush brush and Velvet Finish. It's a powder, but I like to use it as a bronzer, and it's in the shade 12. So bronzer, I pretty much do the same all the time. I pull back my hair a little, make sure I get really in there. And I just blend it all in. Very lightly. I'm not trying to go too bronze today. Like I said, I will be going to get my Christmas tree decorations. And I don't want to look like I'm lost from the fiesta, you know? A little bit on that double chin, you know? Make it look like I've been hitting the gym every day, even though I haven't. And then I'm going to slightly contour these cheekbones with my Tarte Makeup Shayla X Tarte Contour Palette. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little bit of this color right here. And I will be doing this with my Smith 112 brush. Ever so slightly. I grab a little bit, I tap it off. You don't want too much or else it's going to look muddy. And what I like doing afterwards is I like going back in with that translucent powder on my beauty blender and really making sure I clean up that contour. I will be going back in with that e.l.f. shader brush and my Jaclyn Hill palette and just grabbing that same color that I used as the transition color, or my only color on the crease, may I add. This one right here. So I'll go ahead and add that under my eyes a little bit just to kind of like put that look together, you know, finish it up and making your ugly face again. So I'll go ahead and set it with some Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, and I already have my fan on deck to, you know, fan me. Rosa de Guadalupe. And for highlight, I will be using my Desi X Katie Dose of Colors Fuego. With my Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush, I'm going to go ahead and grab some of that Fuego. and apply it. Apply my highlight. Oh yeah. Y'all see that? I'm gonna bring it up a little higher right here. And for blush, I will be going in with my Jaclyn Hill x Becca Cosmetics. And I will be using my Bedazzling Tools 942 brush, angled brush. And I will be doing a mixture of these two, ever so slightly. I absolutely love that it has such a big mirror, like, hi. All of this is a mirror. That's bomb. Everybody should do that in their packaging. Smiling a little and tapping in the blush. So for lashes today, I will be using Carrie Cosmetics in Lash Style Hollywood. Now these have recently become one of my favorite lashes to use because they look so pretty, natural, and they are so comfortable on the eyes. For me, it's so hard to find a lash that actually doesn't feel like it's like poking the living hell out of my eye. And within the first like 3 hours, I already want to just like rip them off my eyes. So this one I could hang the whole day, thankfully. And she does have lashes, liquid lipsticks, and they are all so pretty. I've already tried out her liquid lipsticks and I love them. So if you guys want to go ahead and give Carrie Cosmetics a try for the lashes, I say you definitely do so. Do not sleep on it because they are super, super comfortable. So I'm going to be applying the Carrie Cosmetics lashes in Style Hollywood. Like, look. And they bend so easily. Like, that's how you know they're comfortable on the eye. When they're not like hella dense and hard on the eye, that's the best. And for the lips, I will be applying my Dose of Colors X Desi X Katie gloss in shade Over the Top. So for the last thing, I will be applying a little bit of Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel just to kind of clean over my brows a little, since I did apply a little bit of powder over them as the process of doing my makeup, not intentionally. Give them back that little bushy effect that I've been loving lately. So that, ladies, completes today's look. It was something super natural, soft, and very easy, and now it is natural, soft, and very easy, and it is still 2 p.m. So I gotta get going, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick tutorial for you guys. And comment down below if you guys have any requests to see from me, whether they be challenges, whether they be makeup tutorials, or any more vlogs. Leave me down your requests down below on the comment section, and I will be sure to read them all. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.